Generation. It's called Pizza with You. Can you see? There you go. And it is for free plus. This is the set which comes with the pizza oven. But this is like a table and chairs, and I'm going to use this table and chairs for in my dining room. So I'm just going to take all of the wrapping and everything off. I bought this for my granddaughter for her birthday. We went into Smith's Toys and they had it on special offer, and at the moment it's on for $19.99. So I was really pleased with that because I thought that was quite good value. So I shall take all the plastic off and then I'll come back. So I was a little bit disappointed to see all of the plastic on it, but obviously they do need to protect it in shipping. But I thought maybe they could have done something without all this plastic. Maybe cardboard, which could have been recycled. So there you have your table and chairs, and I'm just going to move that one out of the way. And here we have the rest of it. So it's come in a double plastic layered thing. Get it out. No, I'm going to carry on with some scissors a minute. So that was a lot of packaging. So that an awful lot. Maybe if they made it into a number 6 packet plastic, that'd be great, because you could use it for shrinky dinks or something like that and cut it up and reuse it. But maybe cardboard might be better if they can do something with cardboard instead of the plastic. Okay, so here we go. So what have we got? We have got, it's really cute, we've got 2 little plates and they're matching. They're the same colours, just plastic again, but nice. Quite strong, and 2 really strong pizzas. I thought that even if the child was to put that in their mouth, that would work really well. So that's really nice, and they fit on the plate beautifully. So that's nice. Or you can put them with that and have them on the plate so that they're actually stayed in there and they're not going to move around. So the children might like that there with that. We have a knife, 2 knives and 2 forks in the set. They are a little bit bendy, which is good, because if they stab each other, they're not going to hurt each other, I don't think. And I don't think they'll snap that easily, because they've got a little bit of movement there. So I think even if the children are pushing down quite hard, it's going to be okay. So I'm really pleased with those. I think that is a really good design with that there. This pizza is tomato, herbs and mushroom, and I thought that was really nice, because the actual mushrooms and the tomatoes stand out really well on the pizza base, which is great there. And then we have some Parmesan cheese, and I thought that was lovely, because I don't know if you can see, the cheese does move around inside it, and it's got some grooves on the top. Again, it's plastic, so good to be with the children. It's just a bit sticky there, I'll get that off later. And it's got a little picture of a piece of cheese on the front, so I thought that was really cute. I really like that. You get 2 little glasses, which are perfect size for the dolls. Quite a lot of the stuff has got sticky on it, so if you are going to give it to a child and it's going to be a birthday present, you might want to open it and just wipe it down first, because they're not going to like it getting all that sticky on their fingers. You've got a salt and a pepper, and both the salt and the pepper move around inside, so I thought that was adorably cute. And they've got little small indentations on the top. I don't know if you can hear, it does make a tiny bit of sound, so I thought those were lovely. Salt and pepper, just right for the doll's hand size. And then you've got a bottle with oil. The oil doesn't move inside, it's obviously some sort of plastic inside, but I thought that was really nice. The spout is sort of quite bendy, so if a child did put their eye onto it, I think that wouldn't hurt so much, although, you know, it could cause a problem if they leant over the table. But it is a bendy sort of spout, so I thought that would be okay. Not so bad with that one. The flowers are really cute, and they're soft plastic. They're not that wire which you usually get in flowers, so I thought that was nice as well. They've really thought about that, on how that would be safe for a child. It would need to be for children over 3 who aren't going to put small things in their mouth, because obviously something like that could choke a very young child. So if you are buying it, make sure you buy it for a child who is over 3. And then you've got, or a child who doesn't put things in their mouth, because obviously some older children still do that. We've got this lovely vase, which again is plastic, so no worries with them cutting themselves or anything. And I thought that was really nice in there with the flowers inside it. Looks really pretty, and you could add more flowers or put in different things in there in different seasons of the year. So that's really nice. The other pizza is ham and pineapple, and I like the way it's sort of almost laid out like as if it's on a serving plate. That was quite cute, and that's cute as well. So, and then if you take this piece off, you've got this really nice, and it's a nice sort of plastic. It's not going to snap in half or anything, and I much prefer this type of plastic, whereas if a child was to step on it, it wouldn't sort of break, so that's really good. And it's woven to make it look like it's got an indentation to make it look like it's woven out of wicker or something like that, and I thought that was a really nice touch. And then here we have some pieces of bread to go with our pizza. I'm not going to be able to get those open, sorry. I thought I'd opened it all. So again, more plastic wrap. I think probably if you're giving it to a child who it struggles with their hands and that, you might be better to open it up beforehand. So you've got 2 pieces of bread, and I would have liked to have seen these actually be able to separate so that you could give one to each doll, but obviously those are stuck together, so you can't actually separate them, and I presume that they are meant to be stuck together. So you've got those 2, and then you've got 2 bread rolls to go with it as well, and they're quite cute as well. Nice and soft plastic. They're not, you know, it's not going to hurt if somebody throws that at you. Okay, so that is the actual items to go on top of the table. Then we'll look at the table and the chairs. I'm slightly disappointed with the chairs. They are very sort of that snappy plastic. I think if a child was to step back onto them or something, or if that got caught, it would break. I would have liked to have seen it more in this sort of plastic where it's got that bend to it. But yeah, they're okay. Okay. Wooden chairs would have been fantastic, you know. I mean, and I don't expect they would have cost that much more to make either. You know, for children, I think that's a bit difficult. Giving them something, if you're saying it's meant for 3-year-olds, then there you go. But yeah, so that's the chairs. I would like just a little bit stronger. You get a lovely red tablecloth. It's not cotton, it's more of, it feels like more of a nylon-y type blend to it. It doesn't actually say what it is, but yeah, it's got a, yes, it's got a bit of sort of shimmery stuff in that. And then again, this one feels like cotton, and that's the top tablecloth which goes over the top of it. But they're quite nice, and I think that would be really easy to wash as well if they did get dirty. So I thought those are really nice. And then the table, they have made an effort with the table. It has got like little lines on it to make it look more like as if it was wood, and they have textured it a bit on the top. It's quite nice. But the legs and the table itself, it is like a softer plastic. It's not going to break instantly. You're not going to be able to snap it. But I would have liked to have seen it made out of wood, and I think it wouldn't have cost very much more to make that out of wood. You know, 4 rolling pin legs and a chopping board on the top. Yeah, so I think it's good. I think it's a nice set, but I'm not sure whether I would have preferred to say something slightly sort of more substantial. So here it is with the chair up to it. Let's put the chair in place. There we go, and I'm quite pleased with the fact that the dolls can sit on it. So I have got Audra here. I'll just grab her, and I'm going to pop her under. I'm going to put her legs under the table so she's sat and looks as if she's eating. So I have Audra here. I'm just going to sit her on the chair and see how she sits. Right, okay. So she's sliding down the chair a little bit. Let's move the table so you can see. So I'm just going to put Audra onto the chair and see how she's actually sitting on it. I'll try and put it, I'm going to whip her skirt off a minute, make it easy. Oh my goodness, she's got no pants on. Oh, my goodness, Audra. Right, I'm going to just pop her on the chair there a moment so you can actually have a look how she would sit on it. Even if I put her legs straight out like that, we're getting a slope to it. She's not actually able to sit on the chair itself. Let's see if I can get her legs to go in a position where she can sit on the chair. I don't know whether they, when they do these things, whether they actually ever try a doll onto them to actually see whether it fits right. She could sit on it if she sat like that with her legs wide open like that, okay, and her arms down like that to stabilize herself, which doesn't look very comfortable. Let's try putting her legs together more and pulling them up at the front more, and try that. Let's see, is she going to do it? No, she can't quite get herself to sit if we have her with her legs straight out in front. She's just about, but she's leaning quite a lot back. I think almost you want to like tie her onto it almost. Yeah, I think that would be okay. But if we put her legs down so that like a normal person would sit, she doesn't actually sit on the seat at all. So she's just got the very tip of her bottom there, and the back is then too far back. So maybe we could put a cushion in here or something like that to just to support her when we're doing the filming, maybe, because that just doesn't quite, as you can see, to get her to sit properly with her legs on the floor. She has to sit on the very edge of the seat, and then she's miles from the backrest. So we could put a cushion in there, just like that. So I've got that. And then if we put the table in front of her, hopefully you can see where she is on the chair. And I'm going to sit her now with her legs so her bum is just on that very edge. Lift her hands up a moment. There we go, and put the table up. Now, you could sit, if I sat her right over this edge here, you could probably get one more doll with their legs in if you had the doll right on that side of the table, so that you'd have them sat so they were sort of sat opposite each other, but also they'd have to have that chair would have to be further over that side, because otherwise they're not going to get their legs underneath. Okay, so you'd have to work that somehow so that they can get their both dolls could get their legs underneath and sit there. All right, okay, let's try putting the things onto the table. So let's get the tablecloths on. Oh, that'd be pretty upside down. There we go, so we've got the red one on. Yeah, and then we've got the white one on. So that's looking very nice. Could have done with a little serviette, I think would have been really nice to go with this set. Because obviously if you are eating pizza, you're probably going to make a bit of a mess on the table. So a serviette would have probably been nice. We have the plate and the pizza. We have our knife and our fork, so that all goes on well. If we put our bread in the center, I think we can still get our other plate on, and the pizza there. Yeah, definitely. Knife and fork. Fork and knife. There we go. And then we're going to get our two glasses on. 1 and 2, and our salt and pepper, our oil, and our cheese. I think that's gone on okay. Yeah, and maybe put the cheese there. And we can also get the flowers, I think, on this side of the table as well. Just about, if we put that on that side of the table. Yeah. So that all fits on the table. So I think that would work really well. And I think if we can get the other doll in with the legs going in that direction, I think that would work really well as a table and chairs. But I really like the set. I just wish that maybe they'd thought a little bit more about not using so much plastic and designing the chairs in a better way, because all the chairs seem to be designed like this, that their legs don't fit on it. It's as if they don't actually think about the dolls when they're actually making it. And I would have liked to have seen it made in wood if we could have had it in wood, especially the table. But other than that, I think it's a great set and great value for the money, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked this video. Goodbye.